CCX Sports presents coverage of the Section 5 3A Volleyball Tournament. Tonight, a semifinal match between the 5th seed, the Rogers Royals, and the number 1 seed, the Champlin Park Rebels. From Champlin Park High School, John Jacobson and Andy Gugersberg for tonight's second match. Thrilling first match, St. Michael Albertville, the 3 seed, ousting number 2 seed Maple Grove in 5. Tonight we get to see a Champlin Park team that's been very strong in this tournament for several years, looking for a 4th consecutive section championship this week.
Yeah, at the beginning of the season, everybody knew that the road to the X went through Champlin Park, literally and figuratively. Right now, Champlin Park playing some of the best volleyball in the state of Minnesota. Looking at them right now, Rogers, great match against Osseo to get to the section semifinal. But Cinderella, it may be midnight. It may be time pretty quick here.
18-10 record for the Royals, and TJ Canham in his 3rd year. He's got a great volleyball resume as far as coaching, but he's kind of building a program. He said this is a young team, but they still got a ways to go to get to the level I think that Champlin Park is at.
Well, absolutely true. TJ Canham, Bo Schmidt, and the rest of his staff, just top-notch people and coaches and players themselves. So this team is on the rise. I was just talking with Jay earlier. I think they're here a year early. I didn't think they were getting to the section semifinal until next year, but with what he has on staff and what athletes he has coming up, this is a team that we're going to be talking about for a long time to come, John.
I mentioned they have a lot of young players, but our key player tonight for the Royals is one of their veterans. Jenna Patterson is a senior. Libero kind of makes their team go, and kind of a senior glue, so to speak.
Absolutely true. She's one of those kids that when she passes a ball not quite perfect, everybody thinks that's what was supposed to happen. She's a great defender, a great passer, a great leader, runs the serve receive, runs the free ball options for the team. She's in a great spot to take this team here, and who knows, John, that's why they play the game.
And for Champlin Park, Emma Schmidt, a junior who's done both setting and hitting, much like Izzy Ashburn this year, has been pretty good, more than pretty good in both roles.
Absolutely true. Last year, Emma was one of those kids that you looked at because, you know, there was a kid that was really, really good for Champlin last year, and there was other kids that filled roles, but she was somebody we talked about all the time as an attacker. John went to her over the summer and said, hey, we may need you to dish the rock a little bit, wanting to do whatever she needs to do to help this team get back to the extra for an almost unprecedented 4th year in a row. She did just that and sets well, hits well, digs well. She's a 5-tool kid.
Winner of this one will take on St. Michael Albertville Thursday night at Osseo High School for the section championship. We'll take a break, come back, and start set 1. It is Rogers and Champlin Park section volleyball next here on CCX. The top seed in Section 5 3A, the Rebels of Champlin Park, hosting the 5th-seeded Rogers Royals. John Jacobson with Andy Gugersberg for tonight's match. The lineups being introduced for both sides. Rogers tonight in the black with the blue trim. And look at their starters tonight. Grace Bauer, Cameron Fellinger, Samantha Orth, Kendall Kemp, an 8th grader to watch. The middle blocker, Megan Ellingson, Amanda Bonsack, and Jenna Patterson. And for the Champlin Park Rebels, in their home silver with the navy trim, Jordan Stalpus, Emma Schmidt, Izzy Ashburn, Brianna Buffington, and the rest of their starters, Sammy Hilly, Hannah Praske, and Caitlin Weimerskirch, their outstanding junior libero. A lot of tournament experience on that Champlin Park team. You certainly do have some new players with having replaced Sydney Hilly and Maria Claflin and that whole group last year, but a lot of these girls saw varsity time last year.
Absolutely true. You see the coaches here from Rogers in their matching uniforms. You got to love these guys.
TJ Canham there on the left, the 3rd season as head coach, and assistant coach in this conference before, in the Northwest Suburban Conference before, I should say, at both Osseo and Armstrong prior to that. And he really talked to me about his coaching staff, and he said, I've got a great coaching staff and great teachers. And John Junker in his 7th year as head coach at Champlin Park and looking to guide this Rebels team to a 4th consecutive state tournament appearance. 2nd place last year, 3rd place the year before that, 4th place the year before that.
Well, I mean, if we're just going to keep going, if we're just going to keep going, then they're due to win. But there's a couple teams on the south side that might have something to say about that. I'll tell you what, though, in talking with a lot of coaches, the gym I work out of primarily is in Burnsville, and Champlin Park is no longer that team that we have to play. Everybody game plans for them. Everybody knows they're a legit contender, match in and match out, week in and week out. When they get the opportunity to play, they really get after it. You know, interesting fact, TJ Canham is married into one of volleyball royalty families, as he is he's married to a piñata. If you're listening to this broadcast and you don't know who the piñatas are, you're relatively new to volleyball. Great family, and TJ and his staff, like you said, just solid all the way through. Bo Schmidt played a lot of good volleyball in his day. Carol Lang, one of the other assistants, really nice player as well. And Dr. Scott Arcand has been around this game forever. Here we see the section bracket. Take us through it, will you, John?
If Champlin Park with a sweep of Park Center in the quarterfinals after the Pirates had won their pigtail round match against Cooper. And on the other side, Rogers able to come through with a 5-set thriller over Osseo in the quarterfinals to get to tonight. St. Michael Albertville, as we mentioned, already through to the final with a 5-set win earlier here tonight against Maple Grove. We are underway. Izzy Ashburn with the opening serve. Ball at the net. Good dig by Ashburn to get that up. And played over by Jordan Stalpus. Now it's Rogers feeding it left side. Good attack, but returned. Bellinger had a good attack from the left side, but dug up nicely, and it goes back across for a kill.
Yeah, sometimes you got a horseshoe early, and that was a great stab at the ball and sent across for the point.
Back row Schmidt. Ashburn will set it outside for Stalpus. Nicely dug up. They go back and they block by Champlin Park. Brianna Buffington getting up along with Hannah Praske.
Yeah, those two are going to combine for a lot of points tonight. Great vision by them. It's kind of a one-hitter situation for Rogers, and the result was predetermined.
Pushed across. And Fellinger and over and down for another point for Champlin Park as Praske gets a kill.
Praske, big swing there on the gap set in between the right side and middle blocker, and she goes off the edge and down the line for a point. 3-0 lead, and TJ needs to calm them down. You know, early timeouts are kind of interesting. They come a couple different ways. One is I'm going to light you up and let you know that this match matters. This is the end of the road for some of you. And as we look, you can see on TJ's face how he feels. John right now, kind of not quite sure what to say. It's 3-0. We've done very few things. We don't know what's working. We don't know what isn't. But just keep doing what we've done to get here and stay loose in order to extend this lead. All smiles from there. Now we get to take a look at TJ, and you see him very calmly addressing what needs to be done. Maybe there was a game plan piece that they're not attacking yet, and a quick reminder to get them to go. And everybody locked in, ready to go, see how they come off this timeout.
You mentioned their coaching staff. One of their coaches is not here tonight. Is Julia Doyle, who was an outstanding setter at Wayzata years ago. He said, she's had another match tonight, but is still playing volleyball. But he said, I've got so many great, teachers of this game, and so even though we don't have a lot of volleyball experience at this level, we have some good people to teach the game.
TJ himself was one of the best 6 rotation outsides I've ever played against. Bo blocked more volleyballs during his tenure at St. John's University than I care to talk about, and we know how good Doyle was at setting the ball. And if memory serves, I believe Kara was a libero back when she played as well. So you've got everything covered. Finally on the board are the Rogers Royals.
Megan Ellingson getting the kill to get their first point of set 1. Cam Thullinger with the serve here. All set left side and block again. Again, it's that Buffington and Praske pair that gets up and blocks that left side attack.
Yeah, stuff block, predetermined again. It makes when you serve tough and when you hit hard, it makes your next defensive effort that much easier because you limit what the other team can run out of as far as an offense is concerned.
Jordan Salpis, outstanding sophomore, serving here for the Rebels. Left side attack, and the Rebels got a piece of that one. Now hit across by Maddie Kopp, number 15. Back row and down for a point. Bellinger with the kill for Rogers. It's 5-2.
Yeah, Weimer-Skirch wants that one back. She knew where it was going. She just late moving. You see here, lays out, doesn't quite get under the ball to make it go up.
Ashburn to Schmidt. They cannot draw it up any better than that, right?
No,
great
absolutely.
Pass, perfect set.
Yeah, and the swing to finish. And what was beautiful about it was both their main two hitters went flying towards the pin and the block followed, so there was nobody in the middle of the court to defend that ball.
Weimer-Skirch gives one back, though, on the service error, and it's 6-3. Megan Ellingson, junior, serving for the first time tonight for the Royals. Ashburn in the middle of Schmidt again.
Schmidt takes her swing again there. Again, that one's a 2-ball, but it's behind the setter, so it has a little different look to it. About the same location on the net, though. They're going to need to get better eyes on her.
7-3 with Grigor serving. It's a right side overpass tipped by Hilly, and the player in the net on the Rogers side gives another point to Champlin Park.
TJ checking to see where that ball, where she hit the net. He's got an argument. She was outside the antenna when she hit it, and probably shouldn't have been a net violation, but, you know, onward and upward, right?
Oh, that's on Hilly. They're going to call. No.
Double contact was the call there on Lundberg, I believe.
So another point for Champlin Park, and it's 9-3. Good serve by Gore. Patterson runs it down and hit over by Fellinger. Now the Rebels will set it up. Ashburn, right side. Sammy Hilly. With a long, not touched, point for Rogers.
Really good idea there to get Hilly the ball on the slide, and she misses just long.
Wearing her sister's old number, number 2. Schmidt will punch it deep. Patterson. Play to the front row by Maurer and over. Ashburn back set over by Hilly, and that'll go out of play.
Schmidt will go back to serve and set here, I believe.
Anna Kiffmeyer, senior, in now for Rogers, number 13. Attack from the middle, down for a point. Good to kill Allie Johnson, the freshman.
Nice swing from Johnson there. She beats the block. Hilly, expecting help from Ashburn, doesn't get it.
10-5 with Patterson serving. Schmidt to the middle of Hilly.
Big swing there from Schmidt. Let's take another, or from Hilly. There it is. Nice swing into the one corner. Great spot.
Nicole Thompson in along with Hannah Praske. Thompson to serve here for Champlin Park. They lead by 6. Overpass, quickly, nicely touched down as well by Praske for a point.
It's Praske's net. The rest of us are just renting time on it. That is her 3rd or 4th great play at the net.
12-5. Thompson, Patterson had it. Set left side, block again by the Rebels. Ashburn got up. Whistle. Get a point for Champlin Park. Double contact call on Rogers. Another timeout taken by PJ Canham and the Royals.
Yeah, Thompson doing some really nice things there from the service line. It's been a whole lot of Rebel volleyball right now. Rogers excited to be here, but they better figure out how to find a little bit of fight. Excuse me as I stumble over my words here. Find a little bit of fight if they're going to come back and make this competitive. It's one thing to get to the semifinal. It's something else to actually represent you and what you're capable of doing. I know these Rogers Royals have worked hard all year, but right now they're not putting forth a great effort that I've seen them put forth earlier in the season. They got to dig in. They got to trust each other. They got to get after it. I can't get over how much fun I have watching the Champlin student section. You know, 3-4 years ago when they first started this run, some of the stuff they were about I wasn't on board with, but they've really matured and really grown up. They understand the game very well. They're very positive. I mean, we've got everybody. Is that Beavis? Beavis? Yeah. They weren't even alive when Beavis was a thing. Like, that's crazy.
Right.
13-5, Thompson back at the service lane again.
See how Rogers responds here out of this timeout. Schmidt will set it back. Ashburn pushing it deep. Great dig by Patterson. And they're running the ball and playing it over nicely. Well, it's kicked by, but the Rebels send up with a point again. Too much scrambling for Rogers, and Champlin Park able to just stay calm, do what they do. When I talked to John tonight, he said, well, what do you have to worry about? I said, well, we just play our game, and hopefully it takes care of itself from there. And most nights it does. So far tonight it is.
Absolutely true. Stalpus has just been a quiet killer out there. That's just got a couple nice swings, and there we see a ball handling error from Rogers.
Thompson, a great serve. It'll be an ace. And it's 16-5.
16-5, and Rogers having no answer for anything that the Rebels are putting at them. Great hustle to get all three touches, but they better get under control if they're going to make a game of this.
Service error by Nicole Thompson there. Gives it back to Rogers. Emily Johnson will serve. Megan Ellingson back in. Nice little float serve there, and a good dig up by Gore, but it leads to an overpass and a point.
Yeah, nice job by Fellinger there, I believe, to take care of that overpass. Good eyes, good hops, and throws it down into the hole.
The serve into the net, and it's back to Champlin Park. Now 17-7 Rebels. Ashburn serving. That's taking Weimer skirts. Oh, to Schmidt in the middle. Long off-speed hit has the Royals scrambling, but they get it across. Good block on the ball and over by Praske after the initial attack from Stalpus was blocked. This hit is down for a point.
TJ Canham actually handled himself better than expected as that ball was caught and thrown twice by the Rebels. Eventually they get the point to get it to 8-17.
And this will be an ace serve. Fellinger putting it in play, and it's 17-9. 3 in a row here for the Royals.
Nice serve, and Stalpus not able to get there.
Service here for Rogers now makes it 18-9 Rebels. Maddie Kopp, sophomore, back in. And she'll replace Buffington. Stalpus, line drive serve handled by the Royals to the middle, over. And the attack from Fellinger. And long on the attack from Schmidt.
Schmidt overruns the ball, hits it long, 10-18. Rogers still feeling they're in this. A lot of fight, a lot of ground to cover, but we'll see how they do.
Alexa Brown, senior, in serves for the Royals. Ashburn sets it back for Praske, who gets blocked.
Nice.
Rich Maurer getting up for the block, number 5.
Really nice vision here, getting her hands back in. Nice stuff block.
Ashburn to Schmidt. Down this time for a kill.
I thought Kemp lined that up pretty well. We'll see here on the replay where that ball went. It went to the right of where the block was set up. Really good vision there.
Weimer skirts serving. Attack over. Partial block by Champlin Park. They get it across and down for a kill. Schmidt with the kill.
Schmidt getting another one. That's her 4th or 5th of the set.
9-point lead again for the Rebels. Set across, and that is Kendall Kemp. Just an 8th grader. 6'5".
Still growing into her body, to put it mildly, but does a nice job getting through that ball.
Schmidt this time will tap it, but Kemp able to get a hand up there and get a block on it, and that one over and down for a kill. Gore rotates back in, Kopp out. 21-12 with Gore serving. Low the middle.
Double contact is the call. 22-12. Gore looking to serve the next 3 to finish out this set.
Patterson up. Power, and then over by Kemp. Here's Ashburn. Set it back to Hilly, and it's a kill.
Good rhythm on that slide footwork from Hilly here. Let's take another look. Ashburn really does a nice job putting her in rhythm all the way to the pin, and it's over quick as Hilly pops that one down for a kill.
23-12, Gore serving into the net. And it's a 10-point margin again. Chris Maurer back to serve. Ashburn up to Schmidt. 24-13, and it's set point.
Yeah, nice swing there from Schmidt, and I'd like to see Maurer pushing towards that ball instead of trying to cut away from it. 24-13, Schmidt back to serve.
Back set off the tape, down for a point, and Champlin Park takes set 1, 25-13.
Yeah, everything went Champlin Park's that way that set, as we see a decent pass. I like the idea trying to get Kemp the ball there, but not in a position to swing to score, as set 1, like we said, all Champlin Park as they take the first one 25-13.
We'll take a break, come back, more volleyball on CCX Sports after this timeout. I don't know what's going on here. Halloween night Rebels fans.
I think they had
nobody's hurt.
No, we're fine. We're fine. I think we had earlier, oh yeah, he's over there, Gandalf the Gray on somebody's shoulder to look taller. I think that's Left Shark, and that's what Halloween's about. See, that's a dragon?
Yeah,
I think that's a dragon.
Looks like
it's a dragon. Yeah, we'll go with a dragon with her Uggs on. So
she's got some can't.
That's a replay of Gandalf the Gray. Not quite sure what's going on there. We can see under your beard, sir. Okay, all right, and we're back.
We're ready for set 2. Champlin Park winning first set 25-13. And the section final coming up Thursday. Section 6, 3A semifinals. Several of our area teams play in that section as well. Those semis going on tonight at Cooper High School. Top seed Hopkins won their semifinal match, sweeping
Edina, and as we speak right now, it's Benilde and Armstrong in the second semifinal. First point of set 2 goes to Champlin Park on the kill for Bree Buffington.
Nice swing there going through the block. Just got an update from a Hopkins fan. Benilde up 1-0 in 2016 in the second.
Down for a kill on the swing from Megan Ellenson to make it 1-1.
Ellenson does a really nice job being patient and finding that hole in the block.
Kemp back in for the Royals. Serve for Brown. Ashburn's got to back up on that one and gets it nicely to the keel for Praske. It's 2-1 Champlin Park.
Yeah, my guess is Praske's going to run away from Kemp there. Kemp does a really nice job on the ball that's in front of her, but doesn't quite have the lateral quickness as a 6'5", 8th grader that will allow her to get pin to pin.
Set right side. Weimer skirts sets. They're able to dig up the hip. Patterson does the same on her side. Over across and an attack from Fellinger. Block partial at the net by Kemp to get up on the swing again. Good rally here. Ball in the middle and Kemp down for a kill.
Third opportunity takes care of the last one here again on the gap set. Give her some room to work and she's able to get that ball into the 5-6 seam. Nice swing from the 8th grader.
Ellingston serving. It's Ashburn for Schmidt. No block, hard to defense that.
Right, so the ball is set directly in front of Kemp there, and she just needs to make a slight adjustment, get her eyes on the hitter, and take away what Schmidt wants to hit.
Pour back in and serving. Push deep. Ashburn and Patterson.
Patterson with a great layout for a dig, but we have a net violation on Rogers.
(4-2) with Gore serving. Run to the ball, and it's got to be over by Patterson, and it is. Ashburn back for Hilly. 5-2.
I believe Hilly's hitting 1,000 on that slide. That's at least the third, maybe fourth time she's gotten it, and they've all been kills.
There's Gore floating it over to the middle and hit long by Kemp.
Kemp gets through the ball quickly there. She's got to get off the ground a little bit quicker in order to hit that ball down. Timeout called by TJ Canham. 6-2 Rebels here in the second.
4 straight for Champlin Park.
Looks like things are rolling Champlin's way again as Gore's doing a great job behind the service line, getting them uncomfortable. And when they do try and get Kemp the ball, she's not in a position to make the play. So right now, Champlin, I don't know that they're getting past this one, but they're already in a great space. Uh-oh.
More shenanigans. That's all right.
That's all right. Absolutely. TJ Canham in a good space right now. It's calming the kids down. They're not in a position where they need to win this match. They just want to be competitive and get the experience for next year. A lot of these kids, first time playing in a venue like this for sure, with 2 loud student sections, razzing back and forth. Look for calm to prevail here as we see Carl Lang kind of calming down Chloe Lundberg, like, hey, we're going to be okay, stay relaxed. Off the timeout, we'll see what Gore has from the service line.
STMA has stayed to watch at least the first 2 sets so far. If you're a player and you've already made it to the final, what are you looking for in the potential opponents as they look at probably Champlin Park on Thursday?
Well, you got to understand that there's certain things that teams want to do and they're comfortable doing, and when you're playing against a team like Champlin Park, you're not going to take everything away. It's just, you can't. There's too many weapons. So what you do as a coach and as a coaching staff, you try and figure out, okay, each rotation, how do we attack what they want to do and make them uncomfortable? As a player, when I would scout as a player, I was always looking for where the holes are in the defense. Who do I want to attack near that'll give me the best chance to score?
Maurer gets a point there for Rogers, ends the 6-0 run for Champlin Park. And then the senior will go back and serve here, the team trailing 8-3. Ashburn back set, Hilly. Another kill.
I feel like that seems to be working. So if you're St. Michael, you figure out how to line up and take that away. Are you going to try and block it because she's gone twice off the block? Or are you going to try and dig it, make her hit cross in order to do something different and not what she's done 5 times?
Right side, Kemp. That sails on her out of play. Point Champlin Park, and it's 10-3 Rebels.
But I still, in the same breath, I still remember talking with Mike Ebert when Alex Kleiman was a freshman at Stanford, and she ran a 32 set, which is a little inside, and she scored 13 times in a row. And I said, Mike, why don't people just put a block there? He goes, Andy, just because we know it's coming doesn't mean we can stop it. And the way Hilly's hitting right now, it might be one of those situations.
Here's Patterson serving, the team trailing by 6. Schmidt back for Ashburn. Ashburn, the junior, who's committed to Wisconsin, will be teammates with Sydney Hilly again in a couple of years. That's Sydney's junior year.
That's just a great swing right there.
Ball hit just long in the attack from Fellinger. 12-4 Rebels. Tight to the net, but over, and nicely put down on the attack from Samantha Orth.
Nice swing from Orth there. She gets available early and gets found. Great decision to set her and get there before the block gets across.
And Johnson serves. Schmidt set it all the way across, and Stalpas pounds it home for a point.
It's a nice, powerful swing from Stalpas. She's having a great time with it. Good set going against the flow into the seam. Great swing.
Brianna Buffington back in for Champlin Park as Ashburn gets set to serve.
Free ball opportunity.
Back goal, a great block, and a point. Hollinger, the sophomore, outside gets the kill.
Fellinger does a really nice job there, moving without the ball, getting her hands across. Great block by her, good vision.
Back-to-back points here for Rogers to make it 13-7. Here's Ashburn. Outside, Stalpas over, another kill.
Stalpas ends the short mini run there from Rogers as she surgically finds the sideline. 14-7, Champlin Park up in set 2. Stalpas will go back to serve.
Deep, but down for a point. A little hesitation there between Patterson and Maurer. Elected to let it go when it drops in for an ace.
Great looking serve as she attacks that deep corner for the ace.
Stalpas on the same spot again. Maurer handles this one to the middle. Good block by the Rebels. Maurer gets it down. Point for Rogers.
Maurer finding the sideline there and a second opportunity after a great cover from her teammate. Back into the game is Kemp. Need a service run here. Is this Brown? Yeah, Brown serving.
Unfortunately hit into the net, and the point for Champlin Park. And Weimer Skirts will go back to serve. And drops it in for an ace.
Great ball from Weimer Skirts there, using the home court bounce, as we call it, catch and tape. Nothing you can do. You're kind of hung out to dry as a serve receiver.
Into the net on the swing from Fellinger. Now it's 18-8 Champlin Park.
Fellinger trying to get her team out of this rotation, knowing that a free ball probably isn't going to end well, taking a swing and missing.
This time, Weimer Skirts long with the serve.
Back into the game is Johnson, the freshman outside hitter.
Ellingson gives it right back. And it's 19-9.
19-9, and you know, it's at some point we got to get out of our own way here. If we're Rogers, you know, they get the ball back on a nice long rally, sometimes end up missing a serve or have an out-of-system hitting error on a ball that they just need to get after and put in play.
Gore's serve. Their team up by 10. Royals scrambling, but hit across there. Ashburn, back set Hilly, and this time long.
Hilly just missed on the slide. Could that be the turn that Rogers needs to get back into this set?
Maurer back to serve. Second time through for her in this set. Pounded down by Schmidt.
Schmidt gets him out of the rotation. Great touch from Ashburn. Schmidt gets it to the floor before the block even gets across the net.
Schmidt serving. Patterson across. And the hit for Fellinger is long. And that's 21-10.
Olsen into the game for the Rogers Royals.
Here's the Sentley, and then Hilly put it down.
Hilly controlling the net there to get a 22-10 lead. Great vision, knowing that the overpass, she has to swing it back. If she would have kept it going where it was, ball would have been dug. TJ asking about why the net violation wasn't called.
Back set and across, and Kemp missed just a little wide.
Kemp looking for hands there, doesn't quite find him as Hilly gets up late.
Schmidt with the serve. Patterson, front row, hit across and out. And now it's set point.
Troublesome there, and now it's 24-10.
Schmidt serves. Lundberg sent, pushed over by Johnson. Here's Ashburn. Off Lundberg, Patterson back up to the front row, cross, and down for a kill.
Not done yet.
Point. Fourth in for Rogers now. Patterson to serve. Schmidt over and wide though on the hit from Stalpas.
Stalpas looking for the sideline, trying to get out of here to end set 2. Error with plenty of room to work.
Gore to Stalpas this time, and whistle and
net violation.
Net violation on Rogers gives Champlin Park set 2.
25-12 in the second there, as it's a whole lot of relentless offense from Champlin Park. Rogers doing what they can to stay in the set, but there's just too many weapons, too many ways that Champlin can beat you. Every time they slow down one, they just find the next hitter up, as they say, and it's all Champlin as they're up 2-0.
We'll take a break, come back, set 3. More section volleyball next here on CCX. We'll start the Rebels out. Ball set to the middle and dumped down nicely for a kill. Samantha Orth, senior middle.
Orth does a nice job, and on cue, the Rogers student section starts the scoreboard chant. Amazing.
The first lead tonight in 3 sets. That's awesome, though. Whistle it.
Net violation.
Again. Royals have had a number of those whistled tonight against them, Andy.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with nerves, being a young team. They're an aggressive blocking team. You're going to make some errors there, but you'd think by this point in the season we'd have that a little more under wraps. I have a feeling it has a lot to do with the nerves of what's going on. As uncharacteristic there, Patterson gets aced, unable to get her feet to the ball.
Sydney Heimer, who's played just 18 sets on the season, in now for Champlin Park, got that ace. This one sails just wide on her.
Well, John does a lot of really nice things. Here he's getting a senior that hasn't had a lot of playing time opportunity, a chance in front of a pretty packed house to come in and get some PT.
Heimer on the serve receive there as Ashburn sets up Schmidt for the kill. And coaches, or whatever the sport is, talk about kids, like Sydney Heimer, whoever it is, come through the program, work hard at practice, maybe don't see the reward as far as playing time as some of their teammates do, but are so vital to a program and to a team's success.
Yeah, you hear every great team talk about the glue kid, the kid that isn't on the court very much, but just is the kid that's working behind the scenes. Every great basketball team has that guy that doesn't play much. I was just listening to a great podcast. Michael Gervais was interviewing Luke Walton, who's now the head coach at the Lakers, I believe.
Yep.
And he never played, but he was that guy for every team he ever played on. Just banging on other kids during practice so that they could get the shot during the match.
Schmidt, as you look at it again, gets the attack and kill.
She's so much higher than the block of Rogers. She can just hit wherever she chooses.
How have you seen her game improve from the last high school season to this year?
I think last year she was a banger. All she did was get up and rip, and if there was a block there, she was in trouble. This year she's able to see the block much better. She hits shots, and her first touch has come a long way. When she takes care of the first ball, they can run their entire offense. Where last year she was kind of a target in serve receive. I mean, granted, the options were you could either serve at Sydney Hilly or Weimer-Skirch or her. So she became the option pretty easily. But she's done a really nice job this season of handling more of the load in serve receive and being able to hit shots and score in a variety of ways.
Rebels getting on a little run here. They lead at 6-3. And an ace serve, a little miscommunication on the Royal side. Gives Gore the ace.
Yeah, Gore has silently this match been on about 4 or 5 point runs. She's a great player, serves with consistency. She's another kid. I remember watching that kid play volleyball when she was like 10 years old in our gym. She's done a really nice job, turned into a nice volleyball player. Northern State going to get a gem in her next year. Her serve, definitely a reason to give you fits. And as a coach, again, you talked about what is STMA looking at right now. They're going to find a way because she's definitely much better at hitting the sidelines than the middle of the court. On Thursday, I'll be interested to see if STMA does something to adjust what she has to serve at. Maybe putting the libero out of the middle of the court, maybe bunching some things up and giving them some different looks.
Gore third on the team in aces behind Ashburn and Weimer-Skirch.
Yeah, she does a nice job. Her defense has come a long way. Her first touch. I remember a couple years ago we were doing a match and the nerves got to her. And John Younger actually called a timeout and calmed her down and put her back out there to do some nice things to finish. But that kid no longer exists. The Bree Gore that's on the floor right now is just a great kid who's easy to work with. Her teammates count on her to do a variety of different things. Communication is on point. She's going to do some really nice things at the next level.
7-3 Rebels. Gore with another strong serve. Handles that attack from Anderson and hit across from Schmidt. Hits it wide.
Miscue from Schmidt there. Rare.
Maurer to serve for Rogers at 7-4. And that one just a missed pass by Heimer. And the Royals back to within 2.
Heimer getting back into it. Look for her to get this ball again. She does. It's handled.
Ashburn to Hilly. It's blocked and handled by Ashburn. Here's Schmidt. She gets blocked. Ball at the net, and Hilly wins that battle.
Good blocking presence from Rogers, but Hilly ends the rally.
Kemp and Johnson on the Rogers side there, but Hilly able to drop it between Kemp and the net. Stalpus back in for Champlin Park as Schmidt will serve. Back row handled by Patterson, and late to race to that ball was Kiffmeyer, giving a point to Champlin Park. (9-5, 9-6) after the service error. Patterson with their team down by 3. Excuse me, Andy.
No worries. Look for Ashburn here, and there it goes.
Over the block. Good play by Johnson to get to that ball. Schmidt left side. Stalpus had to back up on it. Gore now to the middle to Hilly off the set from Schmidt, down by Johnson. The Rebels handler. Ashburn's attack is on. Good rally. A nice point for the Rogers Royals to bring it them to within 2 at 9-7.
Royals with a little bit of fight here in set 3.
Schmidt back to Ashburn. Answers and ends the mini run for the Royals. Drops it in front of Patterson.
Big swing from Ashburn there as she gets that ball past the block of Johnson.
Ashburn 195 kills in the season. Second to Schmidt, who has 398 coming into play tonight. And served by Thompson. To the middle, pushed over by Orth. Back to Ashburn again down the line. Pounds it home.
Looking for a blocking adjustment here are the Rogers Royals as she got beat on the same ball twice in a row.
All set left side. Ashburn was there. Patterson, a nice run to that one. Johnson hits it across. Schmidt tapped over by Praski. Comes the attack from Rogers. That was handled by Schmidt. They go to Ashburn. Drops it. Good dig by Lundberg. Cross and nice layout by Thompson. Stalpus attacks. And great efforts here on both sides of the net. Schmidt and a cross on the kill for Stalpus.
Stalpus finally ends that rally. Great effort again on both sides of the net. Stalpus, you see she's way wide. There's only one spot she can hit that ball. Line not even an option, but the block somehow taking that away. Stalpus taking the ball where it wants to go for a 12-7 lead.
Thompson gets it to the back row. Lundberg, quick set in the middle. Rebels handle the attack from Orth. Here's Stalpus again. Patterson lays out for it. Lundberg in the front row and down for a kill.
Interesting. Praski late getting across here. Great swing for a kill. Praski not across. Ashburn frustrated with herself as well, as it's a 12-8 lead now for Champlin.
Schmidt right side. Ashburn had to run to that ball. Front row block. Back to the middle. Pushed over. by Lundberg. Here's Stalpus for the kill. Schmidt the assist.
Stalpus all smiles as she able to take that one through the middle of the block and down the line.
(13-8) Champlin Park. Ashburn serving. Team up 2-0. Tight to the net. Stalpus on the overpass. Taps it down.
Stalpus taking care of that overpass very cleanly right there. Nice serve. Give her the semi-assist there.
Man, not enough on that serve. Gives Rogers a point. It's 14-9. Maurer back in. Serve is long. And the point for the Rebels. Heimer back in for Champlin Park. She will serve here.
Nice press on the block there.
Attack right side over. Heimer got to that ball. And a good block. Orff and Ellingson getting up to block Maddie Kopp's attack.
Good presence, good press, nice finish on that block. Point Royals.
15-10. Alexa Brown with an ace.
Brown doing a nice job there. That's a good serve. Finding the tape and the drop. See if she goes a little deeper here, and does.
Ashburn had a race to that ball. Weimer skirts, will push it across. Back set, a little tip, and down for a point is Ellingson.
Back within 3 are the Rogers Royals. They're here to play.
They're going to push here in set 3. Brown serving again. Ashburn to the middle to Schmidt. Takes a little off of that. Right back to the middle by Brown and over by Maurer. Ashburn will set. Tip over by Praski. Attack by Maurer for a kill. It's 15-13.
Within 2 now. Royals playing to win here, not playing to hold on. They got a little belief.
Ashburn to the middle. Schmidt will push it across. Right side this time. The attack by Ellingson is blocked. Champlin Park stops the run by Rogers. They're up by 3.
We see nice block by Champlin as they stay patient. Does Kopp.
Weimer skirts serving here. The team leading by 3. Maurer, a little tap over. Gets another kill here in the 3rd set.
Heimer a little deeper than she needs to be, as that's the 3rd or 4th ball that's fallen in front of her. Look for an adjustment here from the defense of the Rebels.
Heimer just got to that one. Ashburn able to put it back in play. Double contact called on the Royals. Grigor will come in and serve.
Canham having a conversation with the down ref about the double contact call.
He's still not happy, is he? Serve is long by Gore.
To say it's been inconsistent would be an understatement. I understand how good the setters are on Champlin Park's side of the net, but anytime there's a slight mishandle from Rogers, that whistle's blowing, and he's letting the athletes from Champlin do a little more with the ball. If I'm TJ, I'm going to make the argument. I don't know if he made a statement that overstepped boundaries, and that's why the down ref's getting involved here, which, like I said, I've played with and against TJ a few times. He's been known to speak his mind in a way that doesn't necessarily get received well by some people. And Rogers down by 2 in serving. TJ still getting questions asked.
He's practically on the court here as the Mauer serves. Here's Schmidt with the attack. Boy, that was a great hit from Schmidt from where she was on the court.
Schmidt really getting high on that ball and going at Johnson. 18-15. This is side entertainment here, John. I'm really interested as to what's going on. As Johnson now going up and having a conversation with the up ref about something. And Ashburn walking away after about 2 words and letting John know it's not that big a deal. And here we go. In to serve receive are the Rogers Royals, and serving is Schmidt.
Line drive serve. Lundberg outside and the kill for the Royals. Pulls him back to within a couple again.
Great swing. That ball goes in the seam between, I believe that's Weimer-Skirch and Gore.
18-16, Patterson serves. Stalpus. Patterson digs that one up. Lundberg will set it on the left side, across. Push deep. Patterson handles that ball. They'll go again on the left side with a partial block. The Rebels do. Weimer-Skirch to Ashburn. Another block by the Royals. Backs at Ashburn again. Dug up by Lundberg. Swinging across off Weimer-Skirch, and Rogers back to within 1. 18-17.
Great hustle, great rally, and ends on a deep swing out of the backcourt. John Yunker not going to call a timeout, going to see if his team can figure this one out on their own.
Schmidt to Stalpus.
Stalpus has an answer. 19-17, Rebels 6 points away from a date with St. Michael Albertville on Thursday.
Thompson and Praski back in. Off the tape, but handled by the Royals. Ball in the middle. Whistle, double contact on the Royals.
Hang it. That ball's probably blocked down anyway, but a double contact before the third contact happened.
Thompson serves just over the tape it out. 20-18. Ellingson back in for Rogers. Off the serve by Johnson, ball in the middle and down by Praski. Gets it inside of Orth and Ellingson for a point.
Big swing from Praski here again on the gap set as she's able to beat Orth before she gets her hands across.
21-18 with Ashburn serving. Weimer-Skirch and over by Stalpus. Left side attack handled by Schmidt back row. Stalpus got it down for a point.
Ball's on the floor in a hurry from Stalpus. She's in a space right now. Good outside set coming in, and Stalpus goes into the deep 5. No man's land.
Just before the serve, and now it's John Yunker's turn to say, wait, we'd already put the ball in play before we got that whistle, but timeout here granted to Rogers. They trail it by 4.
Rogers in this one significantly closer than the first 2 sets. At 22-18, it's not unfathomable that they could force a 4th set here, but Champlin in a good space with their serve. Their block is very strong right now. We just want to see John Yunker's team finish out this set and get themselves to a section final on Thursday. Rogers, do they have any gas left in the tank to finish? Can they get out of this rotation and push? We'll see off the timeout here as we're getting close to the end. All the Rogers kids, there's about 6 seniors on the squad if memory serves. Yeah, 7 seniors on this group. They're a young group, which is kind of weird to say with 7 seniors, but the majority of their big-time players are younger athletes who've got a bright future in this game. These seniors are going to put everything they got on the floor for the next 7 to 10 points.
(22-18). (23-18). Another double contact.
It's tight.
Here's Ashburn serving. Patterson and over. And a good swing from Kiffmeyer. Ball right side, left side rather, and hit across by Moores, who's back into the set here for Champlin Park. Point for Rogers. Make it 23-19.
See if they can put a little run together here late.
Ashburn's Stelpa's hit is down.
Stelpa's big swing to get to match point here.
Gorheimer and Buffington will all come in here for Champlin Park. We're at match point.
It's a line change, John. Full line change.
Heimer to serve, trying to end this one and send Champlin Park to the championship.
Gore with her first front row playing time of the season.
Ball cross, handled by Patterson. Set left side, over by Maurer, down for a point. Gore couldn't get a hand over that ball. Royals stay alive at 24-20. Kemp back in for Rogers. Brown to serve. Had some success serving last time through. Ashburn to Gore. That sails high. That's 24-21.
Gore looking for the win off the edge there, going for hands and missing. That's a fun swing.
Gee, the net overpass, but Schmidt, nice play to run up on the ball. Gore again, and this time gets it down for the kill. And there's the set in the match.
25-21, Champlin Park beats Rogers. The Royals gave the Rebels everything they could handle in a great third set. Let's watch this last point. Good serve, gets him out of system a little bit. It's an overpass. Schmidt picks it up. Gore's going to go ahead and bang this off the block and down. Not bad for the senior DS to finish the section semifinal on a win. Big kill for her. Big night for Schmidt. Stalpus was great. A little bit of everybody. Prasky, great blocking at the front line as well. Great match from Rogers. You know, the upstart new kids are definitely going to be remembered when it comes to next year.
They finished the season 18-11. Champlin Park now 26-4. They'll play St. Michael Albertville Thursday night, 7 o'clock at Osseo High School for the section championship. We'll have that coming up for you on CCX. That'll do it for tonight's telecast. Both semifinals tonight. Thanks to all of our crew. For Andy Guggersberg, Jay Wilcox, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks for watching. It's Champlin Park, the top seed. They advance to the final to play St. Michael. Good night from Champlin Park High School.